So many of us talked about like what if our agents actually, what does their phone calls look like? How are they answering the phone? How are they reaching out to these prospects? Are they sending an email? Are they just text messaging? They're actually making a phone call, right? Well, this module is all about setting the stage and what the agent's expectations are. So agent calls, right? What does an outbound call to our leads look like and sound like? Like what is their opening? What do they ask? What are they expecting? And what are they pitching? Right? At the end of the day, you probably wonder a lot of times is all that information you get, what does it look like when an actual agent calls one of your leads? I can tell you what it's not, right? Every call with an agent is meant to deliver a quote and sell a policy. They're never combative, they're never dismissive, and they're never careless, right? They understand and they pay top dollar for these leads in order to make sure that we're delivering a quality product with them. What you can ensure is that every single time one of our agents, they're going to be requalifying that client whenever they get them on the phone. They're going to pitch them based on a personalized health quote, and they're going to try and close that phone call, right? So that is what an outbound call with one of our agents looks like. They're very, very cut and dry. It's very to the point. These leads that they're getting, they do build a little bit rapport in going through the qualifying aspect. Maybe they talk about the family, maybe they're talking about, how long they've been insured with their current carrier, those type of things. But it really varies based on the agent, right? Some of the agents are very direct to the point. Hey, we're calling about the health insurance agent that we spoke with you, or the health insurance quote that our qualifier called you about the other day, right? We've got that quote here. Let's go over it real quick. Now, is that something that beats your current plan or beats your coverage? It doesn't. Okay, thank you. Right? It does. Great. Let's sign up. And then some of them have a lot more longer process where they talk about the relationship with, oh, you're getting your coverage for your family. Oh, what's changed in your life, right? Did you lose your job? Did you get a new job? Did you go into business for yourself, right? Like what has changed that's got you looking for health insurance? But at the end of the day, the things that you can definitely be sure of is our agents are going to get on the phone. They're going to confirm the details that you've written down in your phone. So that's why it's very important that we be precise and accurate within our form fills, because they're going to requalify that. And they're going to offer a quote that's personalized to every single one of those data points that we asked for within that form. They're going to pitch on an option, and then they're going to try and close by asking if they want to sign up or they want to change coverage right then and there. To avoid agent pushback and avoid agents saying that our leads are bad, right? We can do some really, really simple thing, right? Our agents are expecting to speak with a person matching the following areas: that they're open to a health insurance quote, to purchase or compare, that they've scheduled a time to receive a quote, right? Broad scheduling, those type of things. These agents are expecting that person actually said, hey, call me at this point in time, right? That they do not have a pre-existing or non-qualified condition. They're not a smoker. They're between the ages of 26 and 64. They're not on a government plan or get a subsidy, and they're looking for better coverage or a better price, right? One of the two. Right? Either value point our agents are okay with. If they've got to fight, if they've got to try and sell them on better coverage through USHA, or they've got to sell them on better pricing, they're open to that battle. But that information at the end of the day is what they're looking for as, a qualified lead that they're purchasing. Now, if the agents encounter any of the following, it's setting them up for failure. If the customer is expecting an email or information, right? If the prospect thinks they're discussing benefits, right? If the appointment time is call me around, right? There's no accountability. We've discussed that in previous lessons as well, right? The prospect is covered under a group plan. If the prospect has a subsidy, the prospect thinks the health insurance information is related to their current employment. Any question on the form is assumed or left blank, we're setting the health insurance agent up for failure, and we're warranting or inviting pushback, right? Now, I know we've gone over a little bit on some of our calls about some of the leads and some of the pushback that they get from that. But really, there's an old saying, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. We have to hold ourselves above reproach and make sure we're doing and checking off every single box on that list before we can go back against them and say that you're not doing your due diligence with our leads. The goal in every lead is to be above reproach, that the prospect's aware of the phone call, that they've scheduled a specific time, that they're expecting a personalized health insurance quote from a licensed agent, that they can ask questions about coverage, right? and that it's going to be asked to switch if the licensed agent has a better option. They don't. This is not something that if the prospect says, "Hey, listen, I have no interest in switching, so you can just send me out the information." Right? Well, listen, if we have a better option and better coverage, then we're going to be asking you to switch. And if you say no, we're going to ask you why. Are you okay with that? Okay. If you say that on the deal, then you are above reproach, and we will push that lead, and I will back you all the way to the bank. Right? Turning the tables, and then we can go to bat for you. Right? If we get on point, and we get on point with our script and being specific in what we're requesting, what we're going to provide, when and where and how we're going to be doing that, and we're getting confirmation from the clients and the prospects on every single point in that, then we'll go to bat to bank with you and go to bat for you on every single one of these leads that you input. But until we can hold ourselves above reproach, then we have to make sure that we're always striving to hit every single point and check every single box by crossing every T and dotting every I. So that's the end of that. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send me a message to Nelson@cg.agency. Thanks a lot. Let's get out there and make some appointments.